Hello, I'm Paul Andrew. Here's George Tuckaroo with the news.
Thanks, Paul. Good evening.
Good evening. I'm Carol Morin.
That's Northbeat for tonight. I'm Nadira Beg. Good night.
Good evening. I'm Randy Henderson. We start in the Northwest Territories.
Good evening. I'm Kate Kyle.
I'm Hillary Bird.
Shannon Scott.
Juanita Taylor, and this is Northbeat.
Good evening, I'm Megan Roberts. Welcome to Northbeat. As you can see, we're not in our normal spot. This week, we are broadcasting live from Norman Wells, Northwest Territories. Now, we're here for two reasons. First, we're here to attend and report on the self-government celebrations happening in this community later in the week. Second, we're here to help mark our own milestone, 30 years of Northbeat, as you just saw there. Now, a lot has changed since the show first aired in 1995, including significant advancements in technology to take the show to our northern communities and broadcast live. So join us here in Norman Wells all week. And that is also where we begin our show tonight, because the community is preparing to host celebrations this week. The Tligotli Gut Ine, or the Satu Dene and Métis of Norman Wells, voted to ratify their final self-government agreement at the end of March. They also ratified the Tligotli Gut Ine government constitution. These were the final hurdles in a process that began long ago to take back control of the land and people. Community members and special guests are flying in to celebrate this week, and events kick off on Friday with a drummer dance and a dinner. They'll continue throughout the weekend, and our coverage will also continue throughout the week, live from Norman Wells. Today marked another big step forward for a conservation deal in the Northwest Territories. Our Land for the Future unlocks millions in public and private money for Indigenous-led conservation projects in the territory. Canada's Environment Minister signed a deal in Yellowknife today for the federal government's contributions. That's $300 million, plus another $75 million will come from private donors. The chair of the trust that's managing the money says the deal is transformative and will mean a lot for NWT communities.
And I'm going to take my director's hat off and be from Toledo and saying, okay, from Toledo, we're looking at two protected areas. One in the Willow Lake area. It's a biosphere. It's very sensitive for ducks and whatnot. The other one is in the mountains. We're looking at two projects. So we're looking at deciding what we want to do at a community level, and also doing guardians programs, getting people out to do this. So what it means to us is to actively be engaged in something that we want to do.
Yakalaya says there's still a lot of work to do. Some of that work includes finding office space, hiring a CEO, and nailing down a distribution policy. He hopes that money will start flowing to communities in the fall. And how lucky are we right now to be in front of one of the Northwest Territories' most iconic natural features, the Mackenzie River. It is a water highway that travelers have used for generations. And now, new generations of Satu youth are gaining the skills they need to navigate the Mackenzie and other routes in the region. Black Spruce Education takes Indigenous youth out on the land to connect with their ancestors and learn how to lead. Nayoka Bales is with Black Spruce Education, and she joins me now live with more. Welcome, Nayoka. Come on in.
Hi, thank you for having me.
So tell me how Black Spruce Education got started.
It started in 2021, where we did our first program. It started in Delaney and ended in Fort Good Hope, so we got to see all of the Sawtooth communities, and it was an all summer long program, and it was a hit. The youth did a great job, so we just continued on, and now we're doing up to 8 to 10 programs each summer.
That's incredible. Mm-hmm. And how did you yourself get started in all this?
Well, technically it started when I was 13. I started working for the outfitters in the Mackenzie Mountains, and after COVID, I decided not to go back. I switched it up because there's not enough local people out in the mountains, so I wanted to create opportunities for youth to be able to go out, and that's what Black Spruce is about.
Yeah, tell me how the youth are responding to these opportunities from a local company to go out on the land and learn these skills.
They love it, and Black Spruce is led by our youth. They design our merch, they design what programs we want to do. Like, we're just listening to what they want, and we just make the program for that.
I noticed some of the programming on the website also was directed at either boys or girls or queer folks. Is that part of the engagement with the youth in terms of making spaces for some groups?
Exactly. We want every group to feel safe and welcome in outdoor spaces. We did our LGBTQ plus program for the first time as it was requested by the youth. So we set that up, and it was a really good program. And you didn't have to be a part of the community, but just to support it is important as well.
Yeah, how did people respond to that specific program in its first year?
It was a bit slow. We didn't get the full amount of participants that we'd like to, but now that it's out there, I'm sure next year it'll be really good.
Absolutely. So what does it mean for yourself as a Sahtu youth who's now leading in this capacity, for youth that have gone through the program, to have something like this in the Sahtu for youth in the Sahtu?
Well, it's an amazing opportunity. There's not enough opportunities for them to get out, and I was that same youth that didn't know how to get out onto the land, and I didn't have a lot of experience, and that's who we want to take on. Like, you have zero experience in the bush, you get to come out and do programs with us, and you eventually build your way up with our programming. So you come as a participant, and then you do our training program, and that is also a paid position, and then the next summer you would come and guide your own trips.
Which is incredible. I know some of those trips are super long as well. Since we're kind of looking to the future, I wonder if you can navel gaze a little bit with me and take me 10 years into the future. What do you imagine Black Spruce looking like, but also the region with all of these youth that have these new skills when they're 10 years older?
I'm so excited on where it's going to go. Ideally, Black Spruce is going to be 100% Indigenous operated with all Indigenous facilitators. Right now we are a majority Indigenous organization, but to have it at 100% is our main goal, and to have all year round programming, as well as a site in Norman Wells, like a building, and maybe doing timber framing courses, or having like a bush school for kids. And yeah, we want to go big. So yeah, I think that's everything on that.
There's a lot to look forward to.
So much, yeah.
Thank you so much for being here, Nayoka. I really
Awesome.
appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. A new restriction on liquor is coming to Colville Lake NWT. Community members voted on Friday to limit the amount of alcohol allowed into the hamlet. Out of the 73 people who voted, 66 were in favor of putting a cap on alcohol. It's something many people in the community have been wanting for a while.
So a lot of our elders were concerned, and community members that were being affected thought this is something that we should do just for starters and see how it works, and maybe learn from the experience.
The new daily limit per person will be either one 40-ounce liquor bottle plus a case of beer, or 2 bottles of wine plus a case of beer. No date has been set yet for when those restrictions will take effect. Kashan says this is the first time Colville Lake has placed restrictions on alcohol. The NWT's premier says Ottawa's major projects law is not expected to apply in the territory. First Nations leaders from the NWT recently traveled to the capital for a summit on the Building Canada Act. The controversial act passed into law last month. Some First Nations leaders and environmental groups questioned the act that aims to fast-track major projects. Avery Zingle reports.
Bill C-5 passed into law last month as the Federal Building Canada Act. The act allows Cabinet to expedite project approvals and to bypass environmental laws. But Northwest Territories Premier R.J. Simpson says Ottawa's major projects bill allows some federal acts to be overridden or modified. He says here the territory's resource regime implements modern treaties. He says those treaties cannot be easily sidestepped.
A resource regime or natural resource regime here is governed under the Mackenzie Valley Resource Management Act. And Bill C-5 does not modify that act. So for the most part, it doesn't really apply in the Northwest Territories.
Simpson says that our Resource Management Act is constitutionally protected, and it can't be changed without consultation. He says the Inuvialuit region is an outlier, and the influence of the Building Canada Act is still being determined there. As Ottawa looks to fund major projects, Simpson says that the Northwest Territories should not be overlooked. He says the territory wants to advance projects like the Grays Bay Port and Road project. The road is billed as an Arctic security corridor that would also improve access to minerals.
We're at a point where there seems to be federal interest in our projects here. There's recognition that there needs to be more investments in the North and in the Arctic. And so now it's up to us as the territory, as the residents of the territory, to ensure that we're working together to find a way to advance these projects. I think at this point, we are the only ones who are going to be standing in our way, if anyone. And so we need to ensure that we're all working together, we're all pulling in the same direction.
Decho Grand Chief Herb Norwegian says Canada's bid to speed up development calls for work on land claims.
It would be our position that, if you want to do that, great, let's do that. You want to fast track your access, well, let's fast track negotiations and, in the whole area of land and governance.
Premier Simpson says he wants Ottawa to finance major infrastructure here like the Tulston Hydro and the Mackenzie Valley Highway. He says that Indigenous nations and development corporations should get the economic benefits behind these projects. Avery Zingle, CBC News, Yellowknife.
Canada's premiers have gathered for a 3-day meeting in central Ontario. They're talking about multiple issues, including how to respond to Donald Trump's trade war. Kate McKenna has more.
As the clock ticks to the August 1st trade deal deadline, premiers are kicking off a 3-day summit in Ontario's cottage country.
I'm feeling fantastic. Welcome to Huntsville. What a great town.
Top of the agenda, trade and tariffs, and making Canada's economy more resilient in the face of Donald Trump's economic threats, including plans to tear down interprovincial trade barriers.
Never quick enough, never far enough, but the important thing is that we keep taking steps.
We are an economic powerhouse, and we don't have to take a backseat to anyone.
Today, premiers met with Indigenous leaders, some of whom have expressed serious concerns over plans to fast-track major projects like pipelines and mines while still respecting Indigenous rights.
They have to make sure, though, that there's space for First Nations people at these tables. We cannot be left, as an afterthought anymore.
Balancing the need for economic participation that benefits Métis governments and their citizens, and making sure that those benefits don't come at the expense of, duty to consult.
Premiers are pitching it as an opportunity to work together.
We think this is a great opportunity for economic reconciliation with First Nations, but we think that that's going to be a way that we can make sure that we're addressing both the national interest as well as historic reconciliation issues.
This is an opportunity of a lifetime. This door is only open for so long, and I'm getting endless messages from chiefs around the province. I want to be part of the economic zone. We welcome them.
Tomorrow, the Prime Minister is set to join the premiers. He's expected to provide an update on how trade negotiations with the United States are going. Kate McKenna, CBC News, Huntsville, Ontario.
In Whitehorse, RCMP say they're investigating a report of a child abduction in Porter Creek. At 10 p.m. last night, parents contacted RCMP to say their 9-year-old daughter was missing. Police began going door to door with a service dog team. The child returned home about an hour after she was last seen. The Specialized Response Unit and Major Crime Unit are investigating, and police are asking anyone with home security or dash cam footage from Porter Creek between 8 and 11:30 p.m. to come forward.
Welcome to your new home.
Maybe trop chaud. He understands French. I'm not seeing this as a suicide.
Someone sure wanted us to think it was.
Gallagher is suspect number 1.
Tell me, was it the man's politics you didn't like, or the fact that he's living with your wife? I know he's into something. I just got to prove it.
No, we all have a past. Find his.
Be careful around Fitz. Donnie's got a lot of demons that tend to appear when no one expects it.
New year, new school, new uniform. High school was a chance at reinvention, a whole new me. Who to join? Jocks? Nerds? This was life or death.
Take a risk. Life's short. Don't waste it living someone else's life. Just live your own.
Sometimes you find yourself in the right place at the right time. And if you're there with the right people, well, it doesn't get any better than that.
I brought a few friends along with me today.
3, 2, 1.
Mom, you're embarrassing me in front of the dragons. Take me home, James.
Full of surprises here on The Den. Dragon's Den. Watch free on CBC Gem. 12 of Britain's best amateur bakers have made it to the tent.
This is an absolute dream.
Every inch of their baking skill will be scrutinised. Lovely jubbly. Those that falter will leave the tent.
One wrong move and it's over.
You want a game? Bring it on.
Go, go, go!
Oh my God! We need help out there.
Yeah, we'll come for you.
This is it! Canada's ultimate challenge.
Our family is about to do something we've never done before.
Leave the store while we bet.
Nunavut's health board is planning to hire private healthcare staff to try and curb a tuberculosis outbreak. That's part of its new action plan. Nunavut has reported 69 cases of the potentially deadly disease so far this year. If that trend continues, the region could set another record high of cases. Last month, the region's 14 mayors called on the Quebec government to declare TB a public health emergency. The province said no, because it wanted to wait for the Nunavut Health Board's action plan. That plan includes more space for patients and acquiring more diagnostic equipment. It says it still needs to secure funding from the province for the plan. Nunavut residents could soon get access to virtual dermatology care. It's part of a decades-long partnership between the Ottawa and Kikitani General Hospitals. The hospitals have been sending Ottawa-based dermatologists to Iqaluit several times a year for in-person care. Now they're in the process of setting up a virtual clinic targeted at people living in other communities. The head of dermatology at the Ottawa Hospital says it'll smooth out the process of accessing care.
In the past, we've seen a lot of people have to fly to Ottawa to see us in our clinics here at the hospital. And obviously that can be very disruptive and very expensive. It's often a long flight, and then patients have to take off several days.
Kirchhoff acknowledges it may be difficult to get permanent dermatology care in the territory, at least in the short term. In the meantime, he hopes to expand their virtual care services and partnerships with other local pharmacists. Fisheries and Oceans Canada says it's investigating reports of a possible fish die-off in Iqaluit. A spokesperson for the department says it's received reports of fish washing up on the beach near the city. More fish have been seen trapped and dying in a pool near the harbor. The DFO is asking residents not to handle the fish or remove them from the water, as touching them may present health risks. It's going to be a busy weekend in Carcross, Yukon. The community is hosting Hakustigi, which starts on Thursday. It's a celebration of Tlingit culture that typically brings together the three inland Tlingit groups present in the Yukon. That is Teslin, Carcross Tagish, and Taku River. From a fish filleting competition to tug-of-war to hand-poke tattooing, Tlingit culture will be on full display this weekend. Hakustigi is a biennial celebration of culture that brings hundreds of people together.
We have some tattoo artists that are coming out. We have one gentleman from Haida Gwaii. He's going to be pretty cool. And then we also have 3 handbook tattoo artists. 2 are local with Tlingit heritage, and another is from northern BC. We have moose hide tanning. We have some drum making workshops, some cedar weaving. It's going to be a lot.
The Teslin Tlingit Council will not be participating in celebrations this year. That's because the community is grieving. Nicole Whalen says she's still expecting to see visitors from across the Yukon and Alaska at the event. Staying in the Yukon, it's just like any back alley in Whitehorse. It's full of trash cans, blooming fireweed, at least at this time of year, and some graffiti. Now, though, it's being transformed by a mural. George Moratis tells us more.
Like 2005 was the first time I did a mural. I helped somebody out, and I just realized, you know what, I really love this. And I just felt really inspired to do work on large scale like that, and had a knack for it. And then I took a leap of faith and basically quit the secure job that I had and said, you know what, I've wanted to be an artist my whole life, and now's my chance. And I basically put all my eggs in one basket and took a leap of faith, either, sink or swim. And if you want something bad enough in life, you have to go for it, and you have to take that chance. And I did, and haven't looked back. I've been working as a professional muralist for about 20 years now, and it's a full-time job that just takes me all over the place, get to travel, and I couldn't be happier. So this is a piece for WSP. They're like a global international logistics engineering corporation. And one of the ways to get rid of the graffiti that used to be up here, and they want to commission something that's representative of the Yukon. So I came up with an idea with the wolf, the raven, which is really prominent to the cultures here, and fireweed, the river, and the whole Yukon nature in the background. And I have, there's going to be a little girl. A little girl in there is Gary Bailey's granddaughter named Essence. So Gary Bailey had lost his daughter to addiction, and now he takes care of her full time, his granddaughter. And he's just an amazing elder for the community with Kwanlun Dun. And the stuff he does for the youth here, I'd like to help honor that by including her up on the mural.
It's remarkable that you can create this with paint and a gun, and just how did you learn that you were capable of this, or how did it all come to be?
Growing up, just always drawing. Spent my day drawing on my books. I would have to get all the paper I could find, and I'd even use the books that we had at the house, and you always have that blank page on the beginning and the back of the book. I would tear those out and use those for paper when I ran out, and just something I just kept doing. And the more you put into it, the more you get out of it, and the better you get. And
are you self-taught then?
Self-taught, yeah.
So how long will a piece like this take you to when it's complete?
This piece I have basically 10 days to do it in, from start to finish. So I'm gonna make sure I get it done within that time.
Pretty amazing how this alley's evolved from kind of graffiti that some people found annoying to encouraging the graffiti, and now a professional artist creating this beautiful mural.
Yeah, and hopefully this one will last without the graffiti covering it up. I am going to put like a anti-graffiti coating on it at the end, so it'll help deter the vandalism. But I think we have an understanding now with the guy who used to come and tag up the wall. Hopefully he's going to respect it and just kind of leave it up.
And our thanks to the CBC's George Moratis for that. Let's head up to Dawson City now. One of the town's most popular events wrapped up on Sunday, the annual Dawson City Music Festival. For 3 days, the tiny town hosted some pretty big acts at various venues. For some, it was their first time, but for one longtime festival goer, it was his last hurrah. Chris McIntyre has that story.
In just a few days, this ballpark in Dawson City can go from this to this. And for longtime Dawson resident and DCMF volunteer, it's something he looks forward to every single year.
I'm here enjoying the one day of music festival that I have off. After a full week of volunteering, this is my day off, and I'm here for it. Music festival is, to me, the heart and soul of this community.
Mann's family has been involved with the festival since they moved to Dawson in 1985. He says the festival has grown over the past 40 years, but one thing has always stayed the same.
As big as this festival has ever gotten, at the heart of it, it's still, back then it was a dozen or 15, 20, now it's 50 or 100, but it's the people of the community that come together and put tents up and cook meals and drive people around and put performers up in their homes. That's what I mean by the heart and soul of this community.
Mann says this will most likely be his last music festival. His family is moving out of town soon, and maybe even out of the territory.
I'm really glad that I was able to give my 40 hours and get a button this year because, yeah, this will probably be my last big ride for the foreseeable future. And I know Music Fest is in good hands, but it's still tough for me to let go.
On the other side of the festival grounds, a handful of people are attending the festival for the first time.
We haven't been here very long. We're just sort of checking it out. It's lovely being in the afternoon here in the sun and people sitting on the grass, and the food is great, and the little booths and stuff are fun. So it's great. It's part of the summer.
We're teachers and we're off on summer vacation, so we rode a motorcycle from Nelson with many stops to Dawson City to come to the music festival.
We've been talking about Dungeons and Dragons. It's like a weird game of Dungeons and Dragons where you just roll like a 5 and roll with it, and then it turns into a 20 situation.
Now, for those who may be confused with the last review, so was I, but he also gave the festival a 10 out of 10. Performers at the show ranged from rock to kids songs and everything in between. Toronto's own hip-hop artist Shad was on this year's lineup.
I've heard about this festival almost my whole career, right? Like just from different artists playing it and stuff. So when the invitation came in, I'm like, yes. Another quick yes for me is just new places. Like when an invitation comes to go anywhere new. But this is a festival I'd actually heard about a lot over the years. So it was an easy yes.
They say what goes up must come down. And as you can see behind me, crews are working hard to bring down the main stage. Once the tents are stored away and the grounds are clean, it's time to plan for next year's festival. Chris McIntyre, CBC News, Dawson City.
And that is Northbeat for tonight. For news anytime, go to cbc.ca/north. Thank you for watching. I'm Megan Roberts in Norman Wells, and we leave you with a live look at the community. I'll see you tomorrow.
Being there means being here. Russian forces, they want it badly. It's just a fraction of the mess here in Port-aux-Basques. To witness, to listen, to share. I'm so I do worry about them. Adrian Arsenault reports on CBC News. Stream free.
From Prince George, British
Dawn, no question the favorite.